Aladdin is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. So I recently saw the new version, and I thought I'd review it because I have no other content to put on right now. So let's get right into the review. I'm gonna review the trailer mostly, but I'll kind of explain what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna give you a spoiler warning right now. So just click off if you haven't seen the movie because I'm just gonna spoil the shit out of it. So let's get into the review.
Stop thief! You three get
Um, this scene sort of stays true. In the commercial, it stays true to the original. But one thing that they decided to change, which I thought was very strange, was they decided to change that at this point he already met Jasmine, which is kind of an odd change, but it didn't really make much of a difference. But it took out the scene of her talking to her father in the garden. Another thing that had changed already up to this point was that instead of a merchant telling you in the beginning and singing Arabian Nights, you have Will Smith saying it to you as a human instead of the genie, talking to children, telling them a story, which is quite confusing in the beginning, but later it comes full circle, and I'll talk about that in a minute. The trailer actually misleads that scene a lot, which I find really strange. I don't know why they did that, but it's not that big of a deal. Also, the guy who plays Aladdin is hot. That's all. Thank you.
You stumbled upon an opportunity.
The guy who played Jafar wasn't as scary to me as he could have been. Like, the actor could have been someone that, I don't know, the actor just, I felt like they could have cast him better, but that's a very small problem. Wasn't horrible.
I can make you rich. Rich enough to impress a princess.
I personally think they did a great job casting Jasmine. She made a great Jasmine. She had the right vibe for her. The only problem I had with her entire performance of Jasmine was that god-awful song, the silent song. I don't know why it got on my nerves so much. It didn't feel like it fit. That was personally just me, but I did not like it.
What would I have to do?
There's a cave of wonders.
Bring me the lamp.
Another thing that changed was they changed the words to some of the songs, which I thought was a little bit weird, but, you know, could be a few stylistic changes, not that big of a deal.
Oh, great.
I thought I wouldn't like Will Smith being the genie, but it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. I mean, he's not Robin Williams, so it's not the same, but it wasn't bad. His singing obviously wasn't Robin Williams, so I was missing a little bit of nostalgia there, but again, can't change some of those things. But he did make a really good genie. I was surprised how good it was, so that's a thumbs up for that.
One who summons me, I stand by my oath, loyalty to wishes 3. I'm kidding. Watch this. Watch out! You done wound me up!
One part I really liked about this movie was the dancing. Of course, they didn't have dancing in the original, but I loved it. I loved every bit of them dancing. Even when it was a little bit cringy, I loved it because I'm a dancer. I know, I like talking about it. Oh my god. But, I wish they would have had him dance more because he's not really a singer. So when he sung, it was kind of like, eh. But him being a dancer, it would have been really interesting to see him dance throughout some of the more dancing scenes. But I love the dancing, nonetheless.
You ain't never had a friend like me!
Hey, can you make me a prince?
There is a lot of gray area in Make Me a Prince.
Like I said, Will Smith does a really good job of being the genie, especially being, I guess, being shadowed by someone so great being the genie before him. He does a really good job.
I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Y'all see my palace?
You look like a prince on the outside, but I didn't change anything on the inside. Showtime.
The multiple scenes of him being afraid to talk to the princess when he is in prince form, I guess, is really showing of Aladdin's personality. I think that was really good. But towards the end, he also gets the cockiness that Aladdin got at the end of the original movie. But that goes really, really fast, which I thought was kind of weird. But I mean, it also kind of makes sense. But I just personally thought it was weird how fast during the end the cockiness of Aladdin getting his wishes went away. It was literally like, no, never mind, I don't want to be prince anymore, it's fine.
No, I'm in charge, okay? I say when it's time. Really?
They just Thanos snapped away the Disney logo. What? Did you see that? They just Thanos snapped it away. They just went, it's gone. Sorry, go on.
I thought a princess could go anywhere.
Not this princess.
Yeah, I found it confusing in the theater why he asked her why she couldn't go anywhere, because in the beginning she explains why she couldn't go out. So I don't know why he asked it again, because maybe if he was just trying to cover his tracks, but it seemed like a sincere question that I don't know why he would ask if he already knew the answer. That's all. Bad writing. Eh.
Do you trust me? Don't you dare close your eyes. Hold your breath and get better.
He may be a dancer and he may be good looking, but he's definitely not a singer, and I think he tried his best to sing, and I'm gonna give him kudos for that, because he made it work even though it wasn't great. But he made it work, and it doesn't sound horrible, so nice to you, bud. So, I'm going to continue on the review without any video footage because there was nothing else for that. But, another thing, the movie ended in a really sort of cool way. Just like the original, they got married, stuff like that, and then they danced. But, Will Smith turns human, just like in the original, sort of. I guess sort of like in the original. But when he gets freed, he marries her, Jasmine's, I guess, handmaid, Dahlia, and he has kids with her. The kids that he was talking to in the beginning. So I guess it's not supposed to just be a story. It's supposed to be like him telling a story of his life. I'm not 100% sure if I believe that or not, or whether it was just a story, but I like to think it wasn't just a story because, you know, it's more fun that way.
Cardboard box. Will's got a head like a Minecraft block. Your background music just got copped and BG Media must be stopped. If anything ends here, it's you. There's literally nothing you could do. Come on man, you won't reply. You bully kids and I'm older than 5. How are you gonna keep your channel alive? 2 weeks late, the trend will die.